Hey, look at that cabbage roll! I love cabbage rolls. I always have. They're so tedious to make. Some recipes call for cooking the cabbage first and then separating the leaves, or separating the leaves first and then cooking them, and then you gotta take your filling and roll it up inside the leaves and try and make it stay there and put them all in the pan. Kind of tedious. This simple recipe will give you the same experience of eating those lovely cabbage rolls, and it's a lot simpler. All you need for this recipe is about 2 pounds of ground beef, of course a cabbage, about 8 ounces or so of a tomato sauce. I'm using about half of this can, large can, 28 ounces can of stewed tomatoes, an onion, medium to large onion like that, a clove or two of garlic. Those things kind of depend on your taste, how much onion and garlic you want to put in, but roughly, medium to large onion, clove or two of garlic. First thing we're going to do is brown the ground beef in the pan. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil in there to get it frying up, because this is extra lean ground beef. And then once it's browned, I'll add in finely chopped up onion and the chopped up garlic. While your ground beef is cooking, you can finely dice up your onion and your garlic. Okay, we'll stir this in and cook it for a few more minutes. Believe it or not, that was the hard part. We're going to take our small cabbage, take off the outside leaves, they're usually a bit rubbery, and then chop it up into pieces, fork-sized pieces, an inch and a half square. This was a little bit larger than a small cabbage, so I'm not going to use the whole thing. But the part that I do have cut up, we're going to throw in a pot. We're going to add in all the other ingredients. Cabbage, 28 ounces of stewed tomatoes. Some stewed tomatoes are a little bit large and chunky in the can, so if you want, just take a knife and kind of chop some of it up a little bit there, so it's not such big pieces of tomato in there. Add in about a cup or so of tomato sauce and our meat mixture, and some salt and pepper, a teaspoon of salt, pepper to taste. You can always add more when it's in your bowl. Once we have all the ingredients in this pot, we're going to stir it all in together, put it on the stove. Maybe add a little bit of water first, about a quarter to half a cup, just so it has something to start boiling in. You're going to mix this all in together, put it on the stove, bring it up to heat, and let it simmer, covered for at least a half an hour or so till you start seeing the cabbage getting soft and cooked. After that, you can let it simmer all day if you want, or you can serve it up right away, but it's ready to go. It's all stirred in, and then let it simmer. I call this cabbage roll stew, but only for the lack of a better name for it. Basically, you've taken all the ingredients that you would have in cabbage rolls, put them all together in one pot to cook it down. Wasn't that simple?